Hi everyone, this is Maria, registered dietitian, licensed dietitian, nutritionist, background in culinary. Not that I'm a famous chef or anything, surely I'm not. Just want to wish you a happy Friday. I want to thank anyone and everyone who has served for our country. Today is 9/11. It's a somber day. I would say we'd have a moment of silence. I don't see anyone on here, so if you're watching this video today, I'm gonna probably be a little bit somber. It's a meaningful day for me. I remember it very clearly, as most of us do. You may not catch this beginning because it looks like I'm a minute early, so if you watch it or rewatch it, you'll get a moment of silence, okay? So I do see somebody watching. So welcome. If I see your name, I'll say hi. If I don't, feel free to say hi to me. So once again, it's Maria in Maria's Kitchen. I would be with my sister, but she's playing a nice event for her husband, which she is well deserved for his birthday this weekend. And I'm positive that's what it is. And you remember well. Yeah, so do I. So anyhow, hi Linda. And I did prepare a little sampler that I'm going to try of the baked banana bread. We can almost call it a souffle or breakfast brunch. I took a little teeny bite and it tastes really good. So anyhow, I'll have my friend this weekend eat the big amount with me. So I think I see my Aunt Frenchie. Totally cool. Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I see Ryan. Thanks for joining me. I'm so excited. I got an email that my nails are coming. I can't wait. So anyhow, thanks everybody for joining. Now, this is made a little bit, hi Rose, this is made a little bit healthy, a little bit not. And so you can always modify it to make it more healthy, or if you don't want to, that's fine. And I'll tell you as I go along. So, oh, you're sweet, Ryan. I didn't even get fixed up today. I wore my apron though, from the heart. So that's just my way of saying from the heart. So anyhow, hi Mom, how you doing? I haven't heard from you, so I hope you're doing well. So this is going to be something that's going to be real easy to make, and you can use up things that you have in your refrigerator or freezer. That's what I did, and I'll sort of tell you how I go about it as, you know, I read it off, and I'll post the recipes, okay? I improvised like I usually do, and, you know, use things that were on hand. It's the easiest way to do it. And it's funny because I watched Joy Bauer today, and I was sort of trying to figure out what I wanted to make. I was going through all kinds of things in my head, and I also watched Chef as well, and Joy Bauer did a French toast as well, but she did it with an omelet. And I thought it was funny because I was thinking, should I do an omelet? Should I do French toast? Well, she did both, so that was interesting. And then another fella who was a chef did quesadillas, which I've done in class before, and I was thinking about that. And so I didn't do any of those things, but I have done similar before. So I thought it was sort of funny to watch them and then go ahead and have a French toast idea. So anyhow, I might steal their ideas in the future. Hey, Michelle, good to see ya. I know it's so good to have been touching base recently. So anyhow, this will be something fun. I think your son will like, you'll like, and Brian will like. So anyhow, I'll get started, and then I'll show you what I made and taste it and all that good stuff, okay? Bring them on camera is what they're telling me. I don't think I want to do that because I've done it before with somebody and they sort of came into the whole show, and so I don't know why Facebook's want me to do that. But anyhow, and I think I see David, so welcome, welcome. Thanks for all your compliments on Facebook. And I will just show you. I got everything prepped. So it says on the recipe, which I got from allrecipes.com, and I modified it a little bit. And fortunately, I was able to figure out how to do the smaller portions. I'm pretty good about that after cooking for so long. So I went ahead and I used the cage-free eggs just because I feel bad for the little chickens. I have been in one of those chicken hatcheries, and I think it's still there. I'm not sure. Out on North Bend Road. Oh no, Winton Road. Sorry. Michelle, yeah, I wish. Yeah, right. Well, multiply by 2 and add 8. So anyway, anyhow, I get the omega-3 eggs. I spend a little more money. Now, eggs can range from 99 cents a dozen all the way to $5, $6, even $8, and probably more than that if you're in New York or California. But I think I spent about 3 something. But I really like the omega-3 cage-free. That's just sort of what I do as long as I can fit it in the budget, just because I hate those little chickens all scrunched up. And then, of course, just having those omega-3s. So, it's still there, is it, Linda? Okay, so if you want to go to the hatchery, it's a little sad though. So anyhow, I do eat chicken, but I try to get the antibiotic free and all that good stuff. So anyhow, I went ahead, I cracked the eggs. I did the way you told me, Linda. I did it on the counter. And of course I sanitized the counter. And so no shells. I was watching a little video on how to make just regular French toast, and the guy was very methodical. And he was like, you don't want crunchy French toast, so I surely don't want that in this dish either. So I'll just show you. I basically just broke the eggs, okay, and whisk it up, okay. So you want to do that because he also was mentioning, even if you're just doing regular French toast, you want to not have a big globule of, egg whites. Now, of course, if you want to use egg whites or half yolk eggs and half egg whites, you can surely do that. That's really not a problem. So I got that all ready. These are my new clear bowls I'm so excited about. I ordered them and free shipping and all that good stuff, so I got a whole set. So I'm just putting those aside for a moment. And then I did have white sugar in hand just from the holidays, and I had it all, put in my lock and lock containers so it's all nice and fresh. And so I used that, and you can use brown sugar. You can use the Splenda brown sugar, which is brown sugar with half of the Splenda. I don't really care for it, so that's only if you really feel like you need to decrease your sugar. So I have 8 eggs here. This is to serve 6, okay? Like I said, I modified everything to make my mini ones. And then it's, let's see, just 1/3 cup of white or brown sugar. So it's not much sugar, really, okay? And then cinnamon, which I already put in. It was 1 teaspoon, okay? And you can put a little more or less. Now, it does call for nutmeg. I modified it. If you like nutmeg, you can put a little bit in there. I don't like nutmeg. I don't even have nutmeg at home. I know some people like Dutch apple pie or like nutmeg in their mashed potatoes, which we always did in chef school. I did because I was told to. I don't care for it. So that's up to you if you want to add the nutmeg, okay? So I just use the good old Kroger cinnamon. It's not a big deal. And then you can sprinkle it on top at the end if you want. I did actually use butter, believe it or not. You can use the Smart Balance like I usually use, but I just happen to have butter because I was making cookies that Linda was teaching me how to make the German chocolate pinwheels. So I had a fair amount of butter on hand. Hi, Jenny. You must have got done eating lunch. Welcome, welcome. So we're just going over the baked banana bread, or not bread, actually, French toast. So I melted the butter. There's not a lot, though, so that didn't freak me out that bad. It's only 1/4 cup of butter, or you could use margarine. I know Linda probably would say a stick margarine. I feel comfortable with the what did I just say? The Smart Balance, because I use it in baking and I don't have a trouble with it. And it does say you can use it for baking. So anyhow, I had a bunch of bananas that I had froze, and I used those in my sample. Turned out great. And so when they start just turning just a teeny bit, then I put them in the freezer in a plastic bag. I peel them, of course. You don't want to not peel them, or they're going to be really, it's going to be almost impossible to get that peel off, okay? So I have that ready. And then I took my whole wheat bread that I had in the freezer, and my mom actually got me a freezer container specifically for bread. I know Linda was with me. Hey, Terry. Hey, Brian. Um, oh, okay. Joyce's sister-in-law. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So anyhow, so I have the whole wheat bread. I cut that all up. It didn't take long because I just took like you need I think it's 12 slices. So I just took 6 slices and then I just cut it up across and cut it the other way. Then I took the other 6 slices and did the same thing. So it goes really fast. You don't have to cut each slice individually. I just took a serrated knife. So truly it goes really fast. And I actually have a whole nother bowl because this is not a I think they call for the 9 by 13 dish, which I don't have. So I ended up using this because that way I can put it in my convection oven. John's sister Joyce. Okay, gotcha. Totally cool. Okay, good to see you. I remember Joyce, definitely, back at the harvest. Okay, cool. So anyhow, yeah, so this way I can make it, and then I have a whole nother container that I can make another one. So I'm going to have a lot. I could even freeze one and then have one to eat, okay? Because once you've cooked something, you can usually freeze it, unless it's something like potatoes or something like that. Okay, well, very nice. My little text came up that my prescription's ready. All right, so we've got everything we need. Milk. I use 1% or skim milk, okay? And this works out just fine, so you can save a lot of fat that way, okay? And so you're not using much sugar, you're not using much butter. The milk is lower fat. If you have to have 2%, that's fine. You know, once it breaks down per serving, it doesn't come out to be that much fat, especially if you're going with the lower fat version, okay? So the other thing I did, before we put this all together, I'll just tell you, I just made a little bit of a homemade syrup. It's almost like a simple syrup, but I don't usually keep much syrup on hand because I use fruit to sweeten all my foods. I usually don't even use sugar. I just really need to watch it as I get up in age, as opposed to what Michelle was so kind to say my age was, which is a joke. But anyway, I just used a half a cup of sugar, white or brown or Splenda, brown sugar, and then I had just a quarter cup of water, a third a cup of butter, or an eighth a cup of butter. Now you can make this much more if you have a family. This is just for me. And then a dash of vanilla syrup, which is optional. And then I just cooked it, and you know, it came out pretty good. So I already plated it up though, so you can add your fruit to it if you want, or you can just make a fruit syrup like Linda and I did with the blueberries, okay? But I did that and then added some bananas to it, so it was like a banana-y syrup, okay? So I just did that really for the you know, the video for you guys. I don't really need syrup personally, but if you really want a syrup, you can surely make it yourself if you don't have any on hand, okay? So let's see. Back to what we were doing. Oh, I want to preheat my oven. Okay, so hold on one second. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. You can tell this is a shorts day and a garden shoe day. So I should have done that before. I meant to and I forgot. Sorry, because I was going to do it probably about an hour ago, and I've already baked already today. So we're just going to go ahead and let's see. Oh, you know what I did grease this pan. Yeah, okay. So I already greased the pan, preheated the oven, and then whisked the eggs. I did that. Now I'm going to actually come back to this. Okay, I'll just keep talking. You don't need to see me. And then I'm going to add the milk. Okay, so it's almost like a custard. That's why I said, you know, you can call it a breakfast brunch type of thing. You can call it, you know, more like a souffle, however you want to think of it. When I tasted it, it was sort of like a bread pudding in a way, but it has the bananas in it. So that's why I call it a French toast, banana souffle, or brunch. So we got the milk all in there, and then we're going to do the sugar and the cinnamon, okay? And there's not a ton of sugar, like I said. It's not like 1 or 2 cups or anything. So
And once again, you can use the egg beaters or the egg whites or however you want to do it. And then I'm going to stir in the bananas. And the reason I'm doing that is because, let's see. And then, trying to remember here. Somehow I missed the butter. Okay, so, my butter, I'm going to have to microwave that again. Okay, so, it's going to kick my thing off though. I'll be right back. Hang in there. I melted it, but butter, as you know, gets solid. So, let's get our vanilla. Uh-oh. What happened? Okay, I'm going to have to get a new whisk. I got one right here. Well, live TV, that's what happens. No, honey. You can't eat egg whites, or eggs, I mean. Okay, so we'll put the butter in. Give it that nice flavor. Nope, can't do that. Get out of here. We don't want our dogs with salmonella. Get out. Please, honey. Sorry, everyone, not very professional. It's happening on the Zoom shows on TV, so we'll just put a little vanilla. There we go. Get a nice flavor. And, okay. So that's really all you have to do before you put it in here and then put it in the oven, okay? No, out. You came around the other way. That's what you get when you have a circle house with pets. Oh my gosh. Okay. Get that banana. Okay. So, now, can you see this? Probably not. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Jan. Okay. So, we're going to do this. Okay. And I'm going to put a glove on just to sort of make it a little better. Where's that? Gloves. I thought I just had them. Well, maybe I'll use a spoon. I've been doing a lot of organizing lately. So I'm going to press this down. No, Jack. Can you see? Okay. I had to put the oven back on. Sorry guys, I can't do my microwave and my oven at the same time or it kicks it off. I have a one of those electrical outlets that sort of, protects you from that. Okay, so that's gonna be the one, okay? Do I have anybody else? Maria, hi. Now I used the exact amount of bread, so let's see if this is going to cover this one. Because I'm going to have banana French toast galore. I think it will. This reminds me back to the days of the harvest. I'll tell you. Because I know Mickey Davis, bless her heart, and I used to make this kind of stuff. And a bunch of the other guys that worked in bakery, who I'm in touch with still. Mike Sherman and Steve Covert, who's a pastor. Okay, so we got 2 full things. Which as soon as it's preheated, I will put that in the oven, okay? And I'm going to be living high on the hog. So that's going to take, I have it on convection. So it typically will take, let's see, about Oh, it says 35 minutes. When I did the little ones, it took more like 20, 25 minutes, okay? So on convection, it takes less, and especially if you do little mini ones, all right? So I'll just show you what I came up with. And I think it's going to be, well, I took a little taste, and it was delicious. So I did little mini ones, and I have the little containers that are just like the big ones. And I just put the syrup on it with the bananas, a little blueberries, a little extra blueberries. I can just go ahead and put those on the plate. And I'll go ahead and taste it and give you a taste test and see what you think. And I thank you all for joining me. So did you think it looked easy? You guys? Do you usually have bread or bananas or blueberries in the freezer? And some of these other things on hand like vanilla and, you know, just a little bit of sugar or butter or margarine or something? Because I know I did, and so I was looking for a recipe where I had things on hand, despite the fact I needed to go to the store. But I think, you know, it's pretty easy, and you can make it as low fat or high fat as you want. I prefer low fat, high fiber, and the bananas, you know, have vitamin C. I want beep, so I'm going to put one of them in the oven, and then I'll be back to taste, okay? So, yes, simple, yay, okay. So, I put the big one in the oven, and looks delicious. Thanks, Jim. Please, Jack, go away. Go away. I'm going to put the timer on. I always like to go by timer. And honestly, you can add, but you can't take away. You know that, with recipes and with time. So, I am going to put it, since I had convection, usually you can do it in less time. So, I'm going to put it on 25 minutes. And then check it. And then, looks terrific. Okay, I thought you were going to say terrible, Brian. Good. And thanks, David. You should try it, really. Because I like breakfast any meal of the day. I don't know about you guys. We used to do it when we were little, and I know Mom knows this. She used to call it our fun meal at dinner. And I honestly, I could eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it'll be my lunch today, because I already had... I used whole wheat bread, Dee Dee. You can use, you know, like Texas toast. You could use sourdough bread, which is even known to be really good for your gut health, even more so than 100% whole wheat. And then, of course, if you're, you know, gluten sensitive, for those of you, I would use like a potato bread or some type of bread. Oh, good, Jenny. Bread that would be gluten-free, okay? So those are clearly on the market right now. Sort of a little bit faddish, but some people really are gluten sensitive, or if you have Crohn's or something like that, okay? And you know it if you have Crohn's, they've tested you. And you usually have low iron and that type of thing. Okay, I'm going to get a new fork or spoon, and then I will tell you what I think, because I haven't had the full shebang yet. I just had a little taste, okay? I sort of snuck and tasted it. I personally would say, you know, I think they're talking about 6 big servings, because I got those 2 full containers, and a 9 by 13 pan is pretty big. So I guess if you want 2 servings, I see somebody else there. Is that Jeannie, I think. I'm trying to see. Can't tell. If it's Jeannie, I got to send you a lot of my people that I saw this week in all my classes, just in case. I'll be doing that next. Okay, so let me just take a nice bite. It has bananas in it, and I'm going to add blueberries because I eat those every day, like every oatmeal and you name it. So, it's really good. Thanks, Terry. It's really good. It tastes like a combination of French toast, bread pudding, and almost like an egg souffle. It's just that total combination. So if you like souffles, you like French toast, not quite banana bread, but almost, just because of the bananas. Okay, and
truly, if you'd rather just put in peaches or blueberries or plums or something, I would say you can substitute it. Really, I don't think it has to be banana. So if you're not a banana lover, which I've become one, I never used to be, then you can go ahead and make the same exact recipe, which I'll post, and substitute the fruit you like, okay? Now don't, put all kinds of juice with it, but just a tender fruit, okay? So it could be maybe like a tender slices of mango or peaches or something like that, because there's a lot of fresh, good fruit still out, even though we're going into fall, okay? I think they even have a pumpkin one, so that would be another alternative, okay? And still then I would add the cinnamon and maybe even a pumpkin pie spice, okay? So that's what I would recommend. So I'm going to take another bite, and I know there's a delay, so if you have a question or comment or request, feel free while I eat a little more. The syrup tasted really good. I just threw that together. I remember making simple syrup back in the day for other things, like a strawberry pie glaze or something. And that's why I thought, we'll just try this. I keep seeing little pictures pop up. Say hi if you're there. Okay. Oh, yum. The blueberry is so good. I would put the blueberries with it, I'll tell you. I mean, you don't have to put them in the recipe, but surely, or if you want to put raisins, I think blueberries are better. Honestly, it just adds a lot more flavor. So, anyhow, there's somebody else on here. Okay, good. All right, well, share it if you want to share with some friends or something, but, this is something I would really, use what you have. If you've got a certain kind of fruit and bread on hand and eggs, more than likely you have the other couple ingredients, and just go for it. It doesn't take long at all, and it would be, a wonderful meal. If you're somebody that wants to add bacon or sausage, watch the sodium, watch the fat, maybe go with the turkey version. Thanks, dear. Then, you can make a full meal. Seriously. I mean, this is a meal for me, but you can surely make it even better. Nice fruit salad or something. So have a wonderful Friday. Keep all our veterans in mind. Say a prayer for everybody affected by 911. And I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful weekend. Okay? Stay safe. Enjoy the video. Bye-bye.